Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chicken Major back again with another Genshin video. So, I don't know whether or not I should summon for Zhongli, which is terrible because I'm getting cold feet as of right now. As his banner is quite literally about to come out in like 9 days or so. Is this a terrible time to get cold feet? Yeah, it's completely garbage timed. Because for some reason I just started to look up. So just for preference, I tried to summon for Zhongli the last time. Not like his second go round, but like last year, around like December-ish when he first came out. I tried to summon for him, had a 50-50, lost 50-50, got Chi-Chi. Obviously, that is less than ideal to go from Chi-Chi to Zhongli. So, in terms of whether or not I want to summon for him right now, I really do. Like, I genuinely want to summon for Zhongli right now. But some of the videos that I've been watching, because I don't really bother myself with trying to get into all the details of like all the games and whatnot and like making it like super meta. I more or less just watch guides and try to stay informed through that by like people who actually do all the crunching of the numbers. And like some of the guide videos have brought up great points where like, and like most of it is, as some people should already know, is the anti-shield meta. And like personally, as somebody who is somewhat free to play, like I've spent money on the game, but like technically it's just Google opinion rewards survey points. Yeah, I bought the Welcome like 5 times with those points, but that's really it. Besides that, I'm pretty much all out of the loop, if I'm being completely honest with you. And in terms of whether or not I think I should summon for, I understand that I should. It brings up a great point because the man provides a lot for your team. It's just that I don't want to get screwed over. I don't have a lot of summons, and I don't feel like, I get this really nice character, and then bada bing bada boomska, and MiHoYo hits it with a funny joke, crazy, and then. Okay, I really should have healed him. But yeah, I don't want to get hit with something because as someone who is somewhat free to play, don't really have a lot of summons. Kind of gotta choose my battles. And like I understand that he provides a lot to a team. It's just that if MiHoYo keeps on going on this point where like they're introducing all these things that kind of make shields well not even just like they don't make shields irrelevant, because that is another thing that I've noticed, that the new meta isn't making shields irrelevant, it's just making healing irrelevant. No, it's making healing relevant words, which sometimes is, getting on my nerves. But I'm not complaining because I already have a Chi-Chi. Not fully built up, but, we're getting there. Doesn't have the best stuff. So, right now I have, just for preference, just to put this out there, I have a 50-50 on this banner. I summoned on Eula's banner, had a 50-50 there. I intended to get rid of my 50-50 and lose it, but then I got Eula. Didn't really mind it. This is before we, got all the news for 2.4 and all of the craziness that they were about to release. Like, if I had known that xiao, ganyu, Zhongli, and a new cryo support was on the way, you think I'd be summoning on Eula's banner? You think I would genuinely be No, I would not have. Not at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Would not have. Not 100%. So, just for those who might want to know, I'm at 41 pity. No, 39 pity. I need 41 I usually hit pity around 80, so I need 41 pity, and then I have 71 summons saved up, so I have enough to hit pity and then go 33 past that, which isn't the greatest of chances, but we're hoping that we can go 2 for 2 on a 50-50. Yeah. It kind of does seem a little bit redundant that I'm worried about all this stuff, even though I don't have a guaranteed, but we're trying. I really cannot afford to lose again on another 50-50 on Zhongli's banner. I'm trying my best here. Please, work with me, miHoYo. But yes, back to the point at hand. As to, I don't know whether or not I should summon for Zhongli. The anti-shield meta is quite apparent. And although I think there's obvious workarounds, it's just kind of very apparent. And then like, I did see some rumors where like they were gonna introduce like more enemies that made shields even more irrelevant, and I'm just like, well then what was the point? Because if you're just going to introduce more enemies to make it more irrelevant for me to, like, if you're going to introduce more enemies that make having a shield pretty much irrelevant because they can still damage you, well then what kind of was the point of me getting this character that arguably, well not even arguably, he has the best shield. The only person that even comes close to him is like a Diona. Now I'm not gonna show it right now, but like if you look at my account, you can see that clearly I do have I have a C6 Diona. No, I ever built up. Genuinely, don't really care about the character. No hate to the character, no hate to Diona lovers, but I didn't really feel like building up the character, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like when I got her on Tartaglia's banner when the game first came out, already had Barbara, and then plus like a couple months later got Chi-Chi. Really kind of felt irrelevant to build her up, not gonna lie. But yeah, like the anti-shield meta, it's clearly apparent. Like, it's there. It's very much so a thing. It's not going anywhere. It's still gonna be there for a while. But then I've also seen things as to like the overall utility of Zhongli. Like, oh, Zhongli isn't just a one-trick pony. He's not somebody that is, whereas you just use him for one thing and one thing only. In that one thing being his shield. And like, I understand that, and that also brings up great points as to like, you know, the physical resistance shred, which, you know, pretty much does buff his people and whatnot. It pretty much buffs everybody in his party and whatnot, which is greatly useful. There's absolute craziness happening on my screen right now. Good God. But yeah, the physical resistance shred, the overall like buffs that he gives to his teammates, I understand that. But I think the one that might sell me on like as to whether or not I should, you know, summon, as if I kind of have a choice, it's just like when it comes to being like back to the whole free to play point, I need to pick somebody that long term wise would make sense to invest in. And right now, he quite literally is that guy. Like Zhongli, like out of the 4 banners that we have seen, genuinely speaking, I think Zhongli is the best option out of all of them. And this is coming from somebody who likes Xiao. Like, I play Xiao. Like, he's the only character I have at level 90. I've triple crowned him. That's alright. That's even better. I like that. Y'all were treating me like this before. Oh, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad. Finally, they were giving me the other side the other time. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, more or less just to end it off there are, in terms of whether or not I know whether or not I'm going to summon for Zhongli, I most likely am, purely because of the fact of long-term wise, he's a character that you will use for like a ton of different things. And the very fact that you can use him for so many things is the reason why I am going to summon for him. Because I know there's an anti-shield meta, and I also know that there's all the buffs that he provides to the team. But it's just like in terms of usability for the character as a whole. Because the character can be cracked and then get outshined. Cough, cough, ganyu and Aika. But yeah, that's the point. I'm leaning towards summoning for him. If I do, you're probably going to see a video from me. I have 70 summons saved up. But yeah, that's going to be it for right now. It's me and Boy Chicken Major. Don't forget to have fun, live free, signing out. Bye!
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.